we are well so that we can plan our future out. And that's where we left it. John?
Does that sound right, Colleen?
Yes, that's right.
So let me ask you this. Sometimes folks who are married, they love somebody who's struggling with addiction. That's such a helpless feeling. It's such a unmoored, unstable feeling that they start looking around their world and trying to grab hold of anything they can control and just start doing it really hard. Is there a part of this situation where you feel powerless as he's going up and down, struggling with this, that this debt journey is a way that you can grab control here? Or are you just looking at your budget and you're terrified?
We can't hear you.
Can't hear you, Colin.
Your phone went sideways.
Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like it's a little bit of everything. I feel like it's just been a struggle because I feel like everything falls on my shoulders, and not that he's always brought income to the table.
We just lost you, Colleen. Yeah, we just lost you there.
Hi, this is Mike Hayes, host of Lacrosse Talk, weekday mornings on WISM. When you enjoy your morning breakfast, even if it's gobbling that biscuit as you drive, don't forget to bring me along. I've got the brain food you need to stay sharp, the latest news, lacrosse's official forecast, and interviews with the day's biggest newsmakers, and of course, features like Scott Robert Shaw's comment and what's buried on Brad's desk. It's all here. Just eat it up. Lacrosse Talk, 6 till 9, weekdays on WISM.
Lacrosse's source for news and information. WISM is WIZM. Lacrosse. News Talk 1410 AM. 92.3 FM.
Here on WIZM, News Talk 1410 AM, 92.3 FM. Drew Kelly live with you here tonight from Onalaska High School, where this evening it'll be the Division II sectional semifinal round as the undefeated and top-ranked Onalaska Hilltoppers take on 16-7, the Altoona Railroaders. So glad you could tune in here on WIZM. Also online at WKTYSports.com/video, the WKTY app, as well as around River City on Roku and Apple TV. This should be a fun one here this evening. Onalaska looking to get to the sectional final for the first time in several years. This was essentially the bugaboo over the last 4 or 5 years as they ran into Central essentially every time playing at La Crosse Logan. And unfortunately for Onalaska, Central came away with those victories, including last year after Onalaska had beaten them twice. Now this year, Central moves up to Division I. No worries about Central this year, and an undefeated season and a fantastic team this Onalaska squad is, and it relies on their defense, really clamping down on defense in every single contest. I think they've had 1 or 2 games where their opponents get into 70 points, but over the long run here, Onalaska's been a great team defensively, and they've got the hot shooters when they need to. Gavin McGrath, obviously the man in the middle, but Victor Desmond, the slasher, Sam Kick, Evan Gamoki, Isaac Skemp, Nick Odom, all those players averaging over 6 points a game. And the last 4, Gamoki, Kick, Skemp, and Odom, really doing their jobs from the outside, giving some space for Victor Desmond and Gavin McGrath to do their work inside. We talked about the pressure defense, forcing turnovers. The same thing we saw against Toma last Saturday night when Onalaska defeated them here at John Shelton Court. As far as Altoona is concerned, they come into this one 16-7 on the year. 3 players averaging double figures for the Railroaders. Brayton Turk, their leading scorer, averaging 18.6 points per game. Evan Moss and Evan Peterson also in there at 14 and 13 points respectively. And you got 2 more averaging 7 and 6. So a balanced lineup for the Railroaders as well. Probably not too many opponents like the Hilltoppers of Onalaska, though, that they've had to play defensively. And we'll see what kind of strategy they come up with, both offensively and trying to break down the offense of the Onalaska Hilltoppers a little bit, too, see if they can't frustrate them in the early going, get a little bit of momentum, and stay around. As we mentioned, this Onalaska team looking to get to the sectional final for the first time in several years. We're going to take a 2-minute break, give you a little bit of a preview of the girls' matchups coming up tomorrow. That's coming your way next. You're listening to high school playoff basketball right here on WIZM.
My name is Katie Bergen. I'm the marketing coordinator at Cooley Cap.
And I'm Jim from SignPro.
We had a cargo van for our food pantry in Prairie du Chien. I reached out to a number of companies, and Jim got back to me immediately.
Luckily with Katie, she had a lot of really great notes.
Literally, that was a quick sketch. And of course, there was a committee who were all going to weigh in. So it was a tall order, and I did feel like I might be setting them up for failure, but they just delivered it. It's colorful, it's attention-getting, it's gorgeous. They knocked it out of the park.
So think about a vehicle wrap.
It was really a no-brainer.
Consider the budget, the impact it can have for your business.
It's a moving billboard.
And think about how good it'll make you look to your community.
Yes, Jim made me look great. I love it.
Go to a pro. Sign Pro. Call 782-3456.
CBS News Brief. President Biden hailing U.S. progress toward 100 million COVID vaccine shots in his first 100 days in office.
The bottom line, though, is that America will be the first country, perhaps the only one, to get that done.
He says so far there have been 50 million shots administered in 37 days. The House has passed a bill known as the Equality Act, which would enshrine legal protections for LGBTQ Americans. Majority Leader Chuck Schumer.
Their attacks on trans people and the transgender community are just mean, and show a complete lack of understanding, a complete lack of empathy. They don't represent our views, and they don't represent the views of a majority of Americans.
John Gaddard, a former U.S. Olympics gymnastics coach with ties to disgraced sports doctor Larry Nassar, has killed himself. This after he was charged with 24 crimes today, including human trafficking. He was set to appear in court before he was found. CBS News Brief. I'm Matt Pike.
Here in Onalaska, Drew Kelly live with you this evening. The sectional championship coming your way momentarily between Altoona and Onalaska. Be remiss if we didn't talk about coming up tomorrow. The Aquinas Blue Golds will be in the semifinals taking on Westfield, and if they win that matchup, it'll be a championship date at 8:15. Of course, those games will be played at Oshkosh in the arena for the G League team for the Milwaukee Bucks. And we will have the coverage at about 10:35 on WKTY, and then 8:05 if they go to the championship game. You could also listen to that game live on WKTYSports.com or on the radio, 96.7 FM and 580 AM. Also going to be doing the Onalaska girls game. First time for them in state for 5 years. That'll be a 9:05 tip-off on Saturday morning. That, too, will be on WKTY should they win that one. Go to the championship game at 6:35. But before we do those games, we've got a game here tonight as well. Going to take one final break, get to the starting lineups, and tip off the sectional final coming up next. This is high school playoff basketball on WIZM.
Hi, this is Mike Hayes inviting you to join me on Saturdays from 6 until 10. We get together and buy and sell and trade, have some coffee, have some laughs. Hey, it's fun. It's easy. It's free. No matter what you're looking for, you can make that deal on Mike's Market. So keep the phone number handy, call in right away, and if time allows, then call back in later. Saturday mornings from 6 till 10, it's Mike's Market. Heard exclusively on the station that has the best talk radio on either dial. News Talk 1410 AM and 92.3 FM.
Listen, as a hiring manager, I've got to tell you, the best job candidate isn't always the typical candidate. Sometimes they're a grad of life.
Meet the grads of life. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Sometimes the best candidates aren't the ones you're used to.
Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
Consider yourself a history buff? Why not purchase a little? I'm Brian Van Miller on Business. Right now, a number of items from past presidents are up for sale at RR Auction. Some mementos include a lock of George and Martha Washington's hair. The clippings were passed down through their grandniece's family and include documentation. Last year, the same auction house sold a lock of Lincoln's hair for $81,000. It came with an extra piece of history, though, since it was wrapped in a blood-stained telegraph announcing his assassination. When it comes to the 16th president, buyers can bid on a signed picture of Lincoln and his son, Tad. John F. Kennedy's Crimson Harvard sweater is also up for sale. It was acquired by a CBS cameraman who filmed an interview with Jackie the year after her husband was killed. The cameraman says the former First Lady's staffers brought him the sweater when he said he was cold. They allowed him to keep it as a memento. The auction runs through February 18th. Anything you pick up will make a great story at your next dinner party. Brian Van Miller, CBS News.
Welcome back to Onalaska High School. Drew Kelly live with you tonight. Sectional semifinal awaits us here as the Onalaska Hilltoppers take on the Altoona Railroaders. Starting lineups there for the Railroaders. Number 10, Evan Moss. He's a 6'4" senior guard. Number 12, Braden Turk, a 6'1" senior guard. Number 20, Evan Peterson, a 6'1" junior forward. Number 22, Anthony Gianni, a 6'4" forward. And also number 23, Glenn Sabani. So it'll be Moss, Turk, Peterson, Gianni, and Sabani in the starting lineup here for the Railroaders of the Altoona High School boys basketball team. And for the Onalaska Hilltoppers, Victor Desmond, Evan Gamoki, Sam Kick, Gavin McGrath, and Isaac Skemp. They've been their starting lineup for several games here this season. A very consistent lineup, and including their really productive bench play as well. They've got a good thing going here, know what the rotations are supposed to be. Everybody gels well together, and it has resulted in an undefeated season to this point, 16-0, coming into the sectional semifinal here this evening. And for the Railroaders, we mentioned them, 16-7 on the season. Number 4 seed Altoona, number 1 seed Onalaska. Winner of this one takes on the winner of Rice Lake and Medford. That game also taking place here this evening. Winner of that one will come to Onalaska if Onalaska is able to get the victory, and that game would be at 2 p.m. on Saturday. So Sam Kick will get the inbounds pass from Evan Gamoki. No jump ball here this game. And the Hilltoppers will go from right to left from our vantage point up here high atop John Shelton Court, and we're underway here this evening. 2-3 zone. Altoona comes out in defensively. Sam Kick kicks in the corner for Isaac Skemp. Now back to the left side for Gamoki. Back to Sam Kick, and now between the circles, it's Victor Desmond. Back to Kick out on the right wing. Down to the right block, Gavin McGrath has a nice pass inside for Victor Desmond, who was fouled. Not sure if they're going to call it on the shot or on the floor. Looks like they are going to get 2 shots here. Yep, 2 shots. Everybody was assuming it was going to be on the floor, but Victor Desmond will get 2 shots at the charity stripe. So a nice pass from McGrath as he was double-teamed to get it in to Desmond down inside who had position. First free throw by Victor's up and no good. He short-armed it. He'll get one more opportunity here. First foul called on number 10, Evan Moss. Team's first as well. Second free throw by Victor Desmond is up and good, and it's 1-0. So the senior splits the pair. 17:40 to go here, first half. Drew Kelly live with you on WIZM. Evan Moss into the front court. Finally gets it off to Braden Kirk. Now into the corner it goes. Driving around his defender. Gets it right in the lane. And Evan Peterson kisses it off the glass for 2 from 5 feet away. 2-1. Altoona with an early lead. 17:20 to go here, opening half. Evan Gamoki into the corner for Skemp. Now back to Gamoki out on the right wing. Looking over the defense. Finds Skemp. Now right block for Victor Desmond, who posts up his man. Top of the key for Gamoki. Now to Sam Kick. Cross-court pass from Gavin McGrath inside. Now they throw it back to the perimeter. Into the base, or into the post, or rather. It goes to McGrath, and now good passing results in a wide-open 3 for Skemp, and he knocks it down. Isaac Skemp with his first points of the evening. He's got 3, and it's 4-2 Onalaska. 16:49 to go here, opening half. Good ball movement there by the Hilltoppers. Good defense here by Victor Desmond, knocking it away from the defender. Evan Peterson has it. Now left wing it goes for Glenn Sabani. Sabani off to Braden Turk. And now it goes to Evan Moss. Top of the key for Sabani. Sabani will take the long 3. Gavin McGrath faded away from him. And it's going to be no good. Rims in and out. Victor Desmond gets the rebound. Sam Kick lobs it to the corner left for Evan Gamoki. Now inside for Gavin McGrath. He gets double teamed. Back out to Victor Desmond, left wing. Cross-court pass to Isaac Skemp. Now into the corner right for Sam Kick. Kick back to Skemp. And he'll hand it right back to Kick here, who gets it off left side for Evan Gamoki. Gamoki trying to figure out this 2-3 zone. Now top of the key for Gamoki. The left wing it goes for Skemp. Now inside left block. It's McGrath. McGrath fights through a double team. Now ball is knocked out of his hands. Stolen away on the other end by Braden Turk. Turk turns it over. Onalaska back the other way. Gamoki thought about a three. Now gets it off to the baseline for Victor Desmond. Lobs it into Gavin McGrath. He's got a giant size advantage and position advantage. And it's Gavin McGrath who gets the easy bucket underneath. 6-2 the score, 15.5 to go first half. Gavin McGrath with his first 2 points makes it a 2-possession game. 15:24 to go here, opening half. Sabani spins it to the lane, kicks it left wing. Off now to Evan Moss. Moss has to retreat. Good defense there by Victor Desmond. Driving again as Sabani gets all the way to the rim. Partially blocked, I think, by Gavin McGrath. And McGrath comes away with a defensive rebound. Into the front court. Onalaska runs in a hurry. And here's the blocking foul. Victor Desmond got the shot off the glass to go. And he gets an opportunity for an and one opportunity. Victor Desmond now with 3 points here this evening. 6-2 the score. Second foul already called on Evan Moss. Second team foul as well. Desmond has been the beneficiary of both of those calls. So second leading scorer is taking a seat for Altoona. 14.6 points per game coming into this one. 3-point play opportunity missed there, in and out on the free throw by Victor Desmond. He's 1 for 3 from the line so far tonight. 8-2 the score though. 14:55 to go. Losing the basketball that time is Altoona. Nice job to recover it that time. Number 25, Marston Salisbury, gets it inside for number 22, Anthony Gianni, who was all alone underneath the basket. 8-4 the score. Sam Kick has it top of the key. Looking over the defense. Gets it to the corner from Isaac Skemp, and now back out to Kick. Cross-court pass to Evan Gamoki. Good job moving the basketball, keeping Altoona on their toes defensively. Kick with a three-pointer from the right wing. Missed it, no good. Victor Desmond just takes it away from a railroader. Now we got a tie-up, and it will go back to Altoona. Victor Desmond almost retrieved that long rebound with one arm as he just tried to pry it away from a railroader who had it right underneath his legs. 8-4 the score. Altoona with the basketball. Sam Kick riding number 12, Braden Turk, defensively hard there in the backcourt. Now they get it into the front court. Ball loose on the floor, and it's going to be Sabani who turns it over. Can't come up with a handle, and it's going to be Desmond off to Evan Gamoki. They'll slow things up. Look for Coach Cole for the play, and here's a nice job going baseline. Victor Desmond, reverse layup up and good. Victor Desmond going to work there underneath. Has the advantage in size and athleticism on the defender there. It's 10-4. 5 points already for Victor Desmond. Desmond almost another steal as they save it in the front court from going beyond the mid-court line, but they throw it away. It was Sabani trying to get it off to Gianni to save the turnover, and that's what they end up doing anyway. 10-4 the score, 13:41 remaining here in the opening half. Sam Kick will get it across the timeline. He's got it top of the key, now left wing for Gamoki, now back to Kick on the right side. Sam Kick looking over the defense, finds Skemp in the corner, back to Kick. Now lobs it to Victor Desmond, pass too high from him, right of the lane, and a turnover there on Onalaska. Altoona quickly into the front court. Evan Peterson stops on the right wing, picks up his dribble, now backdoor feed, it goes to Braden Turk. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Onalaska deflected, and it stays with the Railroaders underneath the Onalaska basket. 13:14 to go here first half, 10-4 the score. Railroaders on top of the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers on top of the Railroaders. Inbounds pass goes in now for Evan Peterson. Peterson back out to Marston Salisbury. Back to Peterson. He's got it in the corner. Into the lane. Peterson right wing. Spins. Puts up the shot. They say a foul on the floor as a little bit too aggressive there defensively. Michael Skemp gets called for his first personal foul. Team's first as well. Braden Turk gets it in this time. Off to Anthony Gianni. Gianni out on the top of the key, number 22. Off down to Salisbury. Salisbury off to the right side, drives baseline, now spins into the lane, puts up the shot. It was blocked away, gets his own rebound, tries to fight his way out of a triple team, and it's stolen away by Nick Odom. Loose ball picked up by Evan Gamoki in the front court. Back out to Nick Odom. Odom out to the top of the key now, and right wing it goes for Sam Kick. Top of the key for Gamoki. Now left wing for for Nick Odom. Baseline, it goes to Skemp. Now top of the key for Odom. Right wing for Kick. And now right between the circles is Victor Desmond. His pass down inside to Skemp results in a blocked shot. Skemp had it swatted away underneath. Good defense that time by Altoona. Here comes Salisbury all the way into the lane. Floater in the lane. The finger roll was no good, and the rebound comes down to Victor Desmond. The outlet's right to Sam Kick. Kick, crossover move, gets it opposite corner. Extra pass from Odom to Gamoki, who drills a three-pointer. Evan Gamoki gets on the board for his first 3 points of the night. 13-4 the score, 11:57 to go, opening half. Salisbury in the backcourt, being hounded there by Gamoki. Good job to split the double team at midcourt stripe. And he gets a cross-court pass off to Braden Turk, and his shot is off the mark, no good. Rebound tracked down by Skemp. Michael Skemp gets the rebound, gets it off to Odom, now right side for Gamoki. Coming off that last three, last possession. Gamoki, right side, further right it goes for Sam Kick. Kick, top of the key for Nick Odom, now left wing for Gamoki for three. This time it is no good, and a couple of times around the rim and not fell. 3 opportunities, keep offensive rebounding. Do the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Finally, it ends up in the arms of Braden Turk. Turk slows things up, gets it off now to his teammate Gianni. Gets all the way to the rim, missed the shot, no good. But a foul call on the drive, and it'll go 2 shots to the line. Here for call number 24, Reese Berg, who just checked in. He'll go to the line for repair. Onalaska with a 9-point lead, 11:13 to go here, opening half. Haven't had a timeout yet in this game. First free throw is up and short, no good. Isaac Skemp checks back in. So too does Gavin McGrath. Second free throw is good, but they say that it was a lane violation. So it goes back to Onalaska. So one of them was made and it didn't count. The other one was missed. 11:10 to go here in the opening half. Drew Kelly live with you here this evening. Tyler Woodward alongside me, videographer. Brent Bill's back in the studio keeping us on the air. Top of the key for Skemp. Skemp off to the left wing for Nick Odom. Back to Skemp. Now right wing it goes for Sam Kick. Into the corner for Michael Skemp. Back to Isaac Skemp. Into the corner now for Nick Odom. He's wide open for three, and he cans it. Nothing but the bottom of the net. There for Nick Odom, the 5'8 sophomore, on the board for his first 3 points of the evening. 16-4. Relentless defense and very good execution offensively so far in these first 7.5 minutes. Here's the drive by number 20, that being Evan Peterson. He missed the shot. Ball goes into the corner. Now top of the key for Salisbury. Salisbury, ball high above his head. Off to the right side now for John Sabani. John Sabani will hand it off back to Evan Peterson. Peterson goes around the screen. He's got it top of the key now into the corner. Almost losing it that time was Braden Turk. Turk shoots the three-pointer from the top of the key. He drills it. Braden Turk. A tray ball for him. Maybe that gets some momentum here for the Railroaders. It's a 30-second timeout called by Altoona. 16-7, Onalaska with the lead. Will take 30 as well. This is high school playoff basketball on WIZM.
What's your wish for every child? That they have a fair chance to be surrounded by people who care? So many children never receive that involvement. Hundreds right here in our community have been abused, neglected, even abandoned. And we have a shortage of homes to help protect them. By opening your home, you can make a difference in the life of a child. Please contact Family and Children's Center and provide a better tomorrow today. Go to fcconline.org to help.
Back here in Onalaska, Drew Kelly live with you here this evening. 16-7 the score, 10:06 to go here, opening half. Hilltoppers will have possession of the basketball. Nick Odom off to Evan Gamoki. Still out on the perimeter. Off to the left side for Gamoki. Now left of the lane for Michael Skemp. Now back to Isaac. And right side for Nick Odom. Cross-court pass for Skemp. Isaac, that is. Now Michael out of the left block. Back to Isaac Skemp in the left corner. And now they throw it back to the right side. Zone defense working its duty so far. Here's Gamoki, though, for three. That one no good. Long possession results in no points yet as an offensive rebound comes into the hands of Nick Odom. And we start the process over again. Michael Skemp goes all the way to the rim. Blocked it as he drove baseline left. It was stuffed, and now a foul called on Evan Gamoki. The Altoona faithful on the far side of the field house loving that one. First personal foul, rather, on Evan Gamoki. Third team foul. Just 2 on Altoona so far. Salisbury will take it across the midcourt line, ideally for him, and he does so. Gets it to the right wing and dribbles to the top of the key. Good hands there by Evan Gamoki, knocking the pass away, intended for John Sabani. So it'll be Braden Turk inbounding here for the Railroaders in front of the Onalaska bench. Right to the right of midcourt from our vantage point up here in the press box at John Shelton Court. Sabani, top of the key. Now left wing it goes for Evan Moss. Moss spins into the lane, bumped on the play, and now he throws an errant pass into the corner for John Sabani, and it goes out of bounds. It'll go back to the Hilltoppers on a turnover. Victor Desmond getting some instruction from his assistant coach there. Evan Gamoki will cross the timeline, going right to left from our vantage point. Off to the right side. Goes to Isaac Skemp. Now cross-court pass into the left corner for Nick Odom. His three is good. Same spot he hit his first one. The sophomore's got 6 points here in this opening half, and we're back to a 2-number lead, double-digit lead, 19-7, 8:25 to go here, opening half. Just all Onalaska so far here in this opening half. Braden Turk crosses over his defender, gets all the way to the rim, puts up the shot, no good, missed it. Nick Odom comes away with a rebound. Outlets left to Skemp. Skemp stops at the left wing and now goes back to Nick Odom. Nick Odom off to Gamoki out on the right side. Cross-court pass back to Odom, left side, long three-pointer. That one short, no good. Ball loose on the floor. It's going to be a pushing foul from behind there on Braden Turk. Looked like a weak side rebound waiting to happen for Victor Desmond, but he was bumped from behind, had the ball knocked out of his hands and out of bounds, but they say a foul on the Railroaders instead. First personal foul on Braden Turk, and the team's third. Desmond will inbound here. Just under 8 minutes left in this opening half. Sam Kick drives baseline, now gets cut off, has to retreat, and now we've got another whistle. And we get Salisbury again. Looks like Salisbury is going to pick up the foul there. There's the inbounds pass, goes off to the right side for Gamoki. Now left baseline bumping to McGrath. Now they get back to the right side for three. It's Sam Kick who drills a tray ball. Sam Kick takes advantage of the great ball movement there on the perimeter. Started by the great pass by Gavin McGrath, who had it underneath the bucket. 22-7 the score. Another tray ball by Onalaska. Off to the right side. Here comes Evan Peterson. Peterson gets it off to Braden Turk. And now here comes Evan Moss into the lane. His shot was partially blocked. Rebounded by Victor Desmond. Into the front court, Nicky Odom spots up for three in the left corner. This one no good. Weak side rebound by Gavin McGrath, and his putback is up and good. Gavin McGrath makes it a 17-point lead. His second bucket of the evening. 24-7 the score. 7:01 remaining here, opening half. Pass off to the left wing. And now into the corner it goes for number 12. That was a great job, Braden Turk, being able to avoid the defender right underneath him. And it's a full timeout called by Onalaska. We'll take it as well. 24-9 the score. Hilltoppers with a 15-point lead. We're back in 60. This is high school playoff basketball right here on WIZM.
I'm Puck. I'm on the radio, and I'm the design director at Midwest Family Lacrosse. There's a connection when it comes to storytelling. It's all about finding your story and what makes you different, what makes you better. And being able to tell your story with music and words and images across so many platforms just makes your story come alive in people's minds. To me, that's marketing different.
Marketing different. Find out how at MidwestFamilyLacrosse.com.
What's your wish for every child? That they have a fair chance to be surrounded by people who care? So many children never receive that involvement. Hundreds right here in our community have been abused, neglected, even abandoned. And we have a shortage of homes to help protect them. By opening your home, you can make a difference in the life of a child. Please contact Family and Children's Center and provide a better tomorrow today. Go to fcconline.org to help.
Back here at Onalaska High School, Drew Kelly live with you this evening. 24-9 the score on WIZM. 6:50 to go until halftime. Sam Kick will cross the timeline here for the Hilltoppers. Off to the left wing, it goes for Evan Gamoki. Gamoki lobs it left block for Gavin McGrath. He spins into the lane. His hook shot up and good. Too easy there for the big fellow, the 6'11 senior. Gets his third bucket of the night, and it's 26-9, 6:35 remaining. Braden Turk ridden all the way up the floor by Sam Kick, and now they throw it back to the top of the key. Missed three there by Glenn Sabani. Couple of misses down inside after offensive rebounds. Anthony Gianni couldn't get it to go. Finally rebounded by Nick Odom. Here comes Sam Kick. Nice stutter move and a baseline drive and an easy layup. Left the defender in his dust on that play. He's now got 5. 28-9, 6:07 remaining here in this opening half. Evan Turk gets it off. Turk gets it off to Sanders. Sanders has it right of the lane, and a blocking foul called on Onalaska. We'll see who they get. It'll be the second personal foul called on Victor Desmond. Both teams with 4 personal fouls. Inbounds pass comes in to Sanders. Evan Moss now top of the key, drives all the way in, kicks it in the corner. Three-pointer on the way, and that is in and out, no good. Attempted that time by Evan Peterson. Gamoki into the front court, off to the right side for Michael Skemp. Looking over the defense, finds Sam Kick top of the key. Off to Isaac Skemp. Skemp lobs it in. McGrath is tied up there. Got the ball below the waist, and Altoona able to get those quick hands on it and force a tie-up. Stays with Onalaska for the time being. You'd like to see the big fella keep it up near his chest area and power it home. 28-9 the score. Here's the inbounds pass. Wide open for three is Evan Gamoki, and he splashes it home for three. Just camped in the left corner there and knocks it down like he's going for a walk in the park. 31-9, 5:24 to go here in opening half. Here is Evan Moss. Moss has it between the circles. Retreats to the top of the key. Now right wing it goes off for Glenn Sabani. Sabani off to Turk. Now left wing goes for Moss. Back to Sabani. Sabani drives left of the lane, puts up the shot, and a offensive foul going to be called on Sabani. Glenn Sabani must have used his elbow or forearm to shove off there, and it's going to go back to Onalaska with 5:06 to go in the first half. 22-point lead for the Hilltoppers. Gamoki's going to inbound the pass here to Sam Kick, and Kick will go across the timeline with it going right to left. Kick on the top of the key. Drives, gets all the way to the hole. He was tripped on his way in. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Somehow able to split the double team near the free throw line, and then lucky to stay on his feet. He was tripped up going through the hole there. And just saved himself by falling into a pile of bodies, and a 30-second timeout called by Altoona. 4:55 remaining here, opening half. Onalaska all over the Railroaders here this evening. 22-point lead for them. We're going to keep it here for the time being, as we've talked about Onalaska getting through the sectional semifinal, what that would mean to them, and obviously one step closer to their ultimate goal. Obviously with a 16-0 record at this point, really doesn't mean a whole lot if those seniors and those players and a really fine Onalaska team can't win the state title. And they've got to get one more game here and one more game on Saturday in order to do it. So you can see the focus, you can see the level of intensity, especially on defense by this Onalaska team, and they're not going to let these opportunities go by the wayside. You can tell they are not overlooking anybody here this evening. Hilltoppers with the basketball out of the timeout. 4:55 remaining. Inbounds pass comes to Michael Skemp. Now back off on the handoff to Sam Kick. Kick gets into the lane, spins, puts up the shot. No good, too strong. Rebound comes down underneath on the part of Turk. Braden Turk with a rebound up ahead to Salisbury. Salisbury jump stops in the lane, puts up the shot, blocked away by Gavin McGrath, gets his own rebound. Now back out to Turk. Left wing it goes. Sabani off to Salisbury, out on the left wing. He dribbles to the top of the key, Onalaska playing strong man-to-man defense right now. Glenn Sabani, right of the lane, hands it off here for Evan Moss, and he had it knocked out of his hands, stolen away. Gavin McGrath make that Isaac Skemp. Came away with a loose ball. Pass off to the right side for Evan Gamoki. Now into the corner for Michael Skemp. Back to Gamoki, right wing. Cross-court pass to the left wing for Isaac Skemp. Looking over the defense, finds Sam Kick out on the top of the key. Right side for Gamoki, now into the corner for Skemp. Back out to Gamoki. Playing a little bit of catch here around the perimeter with 4 minutes left in the opening stanza. Kick. Into the corner it goes. Shot fake by Skemp. Goes back to Gamoki between the circles. Off to the right wing for Skemp. Now he'll shoot it, and he does get it. A long possession there, and it results in what we've seen a familiar sight. Isaac Skemp and these Hilltoppers have hit 7 3-pointers in the opening half, 34-9. 3:34 to go here, opening half. Salisbury shoots the three from the right side. Air ball, missed it. Way off the mark to the left, and a rebound comes down underneath to Skemp. Sam Kick has it in the front court for the Hilltoppers. Down top of the key for Skemp, and left wing it goes for Gamoki. Into the corner for Michael Skemp. He gets it back to Gamoki. Now top of the key for Isaac. Right wing for Sam Kick. Good passing around the perimeter here by Onalaska. Gavin McGrath forces the double team. Gets it back to Isaac Skemp for three. That one off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound by Sam Kick. His putback in the lane is no good. Another offensive rebound by Michael Skemp. Isaac Skemp now gets it top of the key. Lobs it to Gavin McGrath. Again, double teamed. Opposite corner three. No good. Short there by Evan Gamoki. And the rebound comes down to Salisbury. Salisbury is shoved from behind. Gamoki couldn't put on the brakes fast enough. It's going to be a foul on him, a shoving foul. Salisbury just basically parked himself right in front of Gamoki, almost ensuring that he would run into him. That's going to be the second personal foul called on Gamoki, team's fifth. 6 team fouls on Altoona, so one more on Alaska would be in the bonus. Hilltoppers have one foul to give here with 2:42 remaining in the opening half. Spinning into the lane is Turk. He puts up the shot short of the free throw line, missed it short, and the offensive rebound saved there by number 22, that being Anthony Gianni, but it was saved right to the Hilltoppers. Sam Kick gets it off to Skemp, now all the way around to the left side for Nick Odom. Odom, top of the key from Michael Skemp, stops at the free throw line, gets cut off there and gets it back to Isaac. Nick Odom off to the right side for Sam Kick now. Kick looking over the defense. Somebody lost Michael Skemp going through the lane. The zone did not work that time, and Michael Skemp gets his first points of the evening. 36-9, 2 minutes to go here until halftime. 27-point lead for the Hilltoppers. Pass off to the right side, the left side. Driving baseline that time was Turk, and he couldn't get the shot to go in the air. Here's Michael Skemp in the front court, out on the right side. Now top of the key for Isaac Skemp. Left wing for Nick Odom, and a shoving foul underneath called on Gianni. Anthony Gianni picks up a foul, and that sends Onalaska to the line. It'll be Isaac Skemp going to the charity stripe here. Second personal foul on Gianni. He'll take a seat, so too will Glenn Sabani. John Sabani. Also, Evan Peterson check in for the Railroaders as Skemp misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Turk gets all the way to the rim, pushes a shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Gavin McGrath inside. He outlets right to Michael Skemp. Skemp stops at the right wing. Now top of the key goes for number 15 for Onalaska. That is Quentin Mack, who just checked in. Mack top of the key, now between the circles. It's Skemp into the corner for three. Wide open again. Nicky Odom, this one no good. He likes that spot. He's shot several from there. Nice job doing an offensive rebounding clinic that time was Michael Skemp. He gets it on the low block. His double team tries to get it down low to Nick Odom, and it's stolen away. Salisbury got the steal. 1:05 remaining. Pass off to the left wing. Three-pointer put up by Turk, and that is good. Braden Turk with his second three ball of the first half, and it's now 36-12. 59.8 seconds to go. A timeout called by Onalaska. We'll see the length of the timeout. 30-second break. We'll take it as well. We're back after this. You're listening to high school playoff basketball on WIZM.
On the Crosstalk on WIZM, I'm Mike Hayes. Our People Poll segment, which we will share with Radio Graffiti at 7:20. Are you happy with the Biden changes so far? That was the easiest way for me to ask, what has the Biden-Harris team done for you that you're really happy about? So you can go to the website and vote yes or no. Are you happy? Yes or no. Or maybe more fun would be to call. You'll have to call early because you know how popular Radio Graffiti is. 785-7914-720. On La Crosse Talk, let's talk.
Back here at Onalaska High School, Drew Kelly live with you this evening, 36-12. A couple of three-pointers by Braden Turk, really the only offense of the night for Altoona. Hilltoppers with 54 seconds to go have done this so many times, they'll probably try to run the last shot of the first half. The coaching staff for Altoona says just let them run it. He's content with just getting only one defensive possession if he can get a good one. At least for now, when we still have 35 seconds left on the game clock. Sam kick. Hasn't moved a foot since they got the inbounds pass. 25 seconds now. This is when it'd be nice to have like the movie Click where you can just fast forward 10 seconds. 16 seconds left. 13. Continuing to dribble. No timeout called. Now we got 8 seconds left. He had to start going at some point here. 5 seconds left. Now they'll start to attack. Sam Kick gets to the free throw line. Loses control of the basketball. Goes out of bounds. Turnover, actually a steal on the part of Altoona, and that's how the half is going to end. So a rather dud of the last 55 seconds, but regardless, the 36-12 Onalaska lead. Not too much to be displeased about if you're Onalaska head coach Craig Cole, and we'll go to the halftime break ourselves. 3-minute break. We'll have the first half stats and some reaction after this. This is high school playoff basketball right here on WISM.
Contact the Family and Children's Center to help you or a loved one struggling with mental health needs.
Keeping La Crosse informed since 1923. WIZM News Talk 1410 AM and 92.3 FM.
Assistant Chief Robert Abraham. Robert, thanks very much for talking with me this morning. Do you need another advisory board?
Good morning, Mike. Thanks for having me on, and I appreciate the opportunity to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Do we need another advisory board? The first thing that, I want to say is certainly law enforcement is not afraid, and the La Crosse Police Department in particular, for anyone to look behind our doors. We're open. We do more in police transparency than I would say most agencies across this country. I think sometimes there's this perception that there's skeletons and the police are covering things up and all those great conspiracy things.
WIZM News Talk 1410 AM, 92.3 FM.
I don't believe it. My savings are gone. They're gone.
You're kidding.
Nope, they're gone. They're gone.
Okay, all right. Think about it. Where did you have them last?
I remember I was home, then I took them, and then I spent them on that vacation to Aruba. Then I bought this miniature suit of armor I saw in the in-flight magazine.
And that's the last you saw of your savings?
Yes.
This is so weird.
I know, right?
Weird? Not really. Not saving now means no money later. You'd be surprised how quickly a little money from every paycheck can really add up. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
The armor is cool, though. Oops. I think I broke its gauntlet.
You broke my favorite part.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
CBS News special report. President Biden has directed U.S. military airstrikes in eastern Syria against facilities belonging to what the Pentagon says were Iranian-backed militia. CBS News correspondent David Martin with more on what Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby is saying tonight.
He said the attack was carried out against multiple structures in eastern Syria at the direction of President Biden, and that these structures were used by a number of Iranian-backed militia groups.
It is a response to recent rocket attacks against U.S. targets in Iraq 10 days ago that wounded Americans.
This strike was intended to send a message to Iran that President Biden will act to protect American and coalition personnel.
This all comes as the U.S. and Iran are looking for a way to return to the 2015 nuclear deal. CBS News Special Report. I'm Matt Piper.
Back here at Onalaska High School, Drew Kelly live with you this evening on WIZM News Talk 1410 AM 92.3 FM. Score here at the halftime break, 36-12. It's been really a dominating performance on both sides of the basketball for Onalaska. As we take a look at the first half numbers, first for the Hilltoppers, 5 points for Victor Desmond in that opening half. Had a couple of early buckets that resulted from fouls. Was the first 2 foul recipient there in that first half of the Hilltoppers offensively. 3 points for Evan Gamoki, a 3-pointer for him. Sam Kick, 8 points on the night, 2 3-pointers for him. Michael Skemp with 2, and 6 points apiece for Gavin McGrath, Nick Odom, and Isaac Skemp. We talked about 3-pointers. Onalaska hitting 7 of them in that opening stanza. It was a really impressive 18 minutes. They just were really patient offensively, really waited for their spots, and not a whole lot of room inside with that 2-3 zone, but they're making nice passes inside, breaking down the zone when they need to, and then going open for easy threes in the corner and left wings and right wings. Not much from the top of the key, but Sam Kick also didn't have a whole lot there, had 8 points, but you expect him to be a little more aggressive here in that second half. Nick Odom had a couple of threes as well, so going to be interesting to see if Onalaska changes anything, if they hold the ball for longer periods of time, if they're willing to go ahead and press the Railroaders as much as they have in this first 18 minutes, because the last thing you need to do is foul a team, give them easy shots at the charity stripe to try to get back into this game. But Altoona right now just out of sync offensively and defensively. Just a lot of patience being played by Onalaska, doing their jobs and just flat out executing the Altoona Railroaders here in this sectional semifinal. Again, the winner of this one goes on Saturday at 2 p.m. to take on the winner of Rice Lake and Medford. That game taking place here this evening as well. Once again, coming up as far as this weekend is concerned, Aquinas basketball will be up in Oshkosh at the Menominee Nation Arena, and the semifinal game for the Hilltoppers in Division 4 will be taking place at 10:45 a.m. Championship game, if they make it that far, will be 8:15. Both those games can be heard on WKTY, also WKTYSports.com. And as far as the Onalaska girls, we'll have them as well back into the state tournament for the first time in 5 years. They'll be taking on Notre Dame. And the tip-off for that game is going to be 9:05 here at the Lacrosse Center. And you can also hear that game on WKTY, 96.7 FM, 580 AM. Championship game, should they defeat the number 1 seeded Notre Dame, will be 6:35, also on WKTY. We're going to take one final break. We'll have the second half coming up for you after this. This is the sectional semifinal game in Division 2 right here on WIZM.
Contact the Family and Children's Center to help you or a loved one struggling with mental health needs.
Midwest Family Entertainment.
I'm Brittany Stiles, the manager of Midwest Family Entertainment, and I would love the chance to chat with you about your big day. We want to be there for it, all of it. A lot of the process is pre-planning to be sure everything goes as smoothly as possible, and that's where I come in. We'll work together closely to make sure you get everything you want for your dance, dinner, music, ceremony, whatever you envision. Let's make it happen. Visit our website and click on reservations to connect with me.
MidwestFamilyEntertainment.com.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
What's happening in our community? Here are some items from our calendar to put on your calendar. Come join the fun with Nature Saturdays with Wiscor. The event is the first Saturday of every month. The next one is March 6th from 9:30 until 11. It's a free event that's great for families. Each program features seasonal topics taught through games, stories, outdoor exploration, and play. Sign up at the wiscor.org website so that Wiscor's nature teachers can plan activities in such a way to promote a safe environment and allow social distancing for everyone. Children must be accompanied by adults. Face masks are required. Wiscor pandemic protocol will be in place during these events. If you've got an item you'd like to get the word out about, go to AroundRiverCity.com and add your event to our calendar. Then check out some of the other activities going on in our community.
You never know what you'll find buried on Brad's desk. This daily segment, winner of Wisconsin's Best Radio Feature from the Milwaukee Press Club, offers a unique insight into the creative mind of WIZM's Brad Williams. Brad tackles issues big and small. Don't miss What's Buried on Brad's Desk each weekday morning at 7:42 during Lacrosse Talk on WIZM, because you just never know what you'll find buried on Brad's desk. WIZM, 1410 AM and 92.3 FM.
Back here at Onalaska High School, Drew Kelly live with you here this evening. 36-12 the score as we get to the second half momentarily. Hilltoppers will come out of the same starting lineup they had previously, and we'll see what kind of lineup Altoona goes with, as you know, they didn't have a whole lot going in that first half. We'll see if they change anything up to see if they can find a combination that works offensively. Hilltoppers will go left to right this time in the second half. Should be Altoona basketball. Hilltoppers had it to begin the game, going right to left. 18 minutes on the clock. Good crowd on hand from Altoona as well as Onalaska. The student section in full throat here tonight as well. Everybody masked up. Got to be happy that we're in even at this point. It was really sketchy first couple of weeks of the season. Would we have a season in the lacrosse area? Would we have a state tournament? And not only do we have a state tournament, we have one in the lacrosse area, which is insane, just given the way the season started. But we're happy to bring it to you here, all the postseason games on WKTY and WIZM, and the video stream powered by Firefighters Credit Union. Back underway for the second half here as Altoona starts with a basketball shot under the basket there. Right block. It was good there by Glenn Sabani. Sabani picks up his first bucket of the evening. It's 36-14, 17:40 to go in the contest. Sam Kick off to the right side for Isaac Skemp. Skemp back to Gamoki. Now to the free throw line for Sam Kick. And now it's going to be a turnover as he tried to lob it up to Victor Desmond on the other end. Into the corner. It's going to be a three-pointer put up and good by Brayton Turk. 36-17, 17:15 to go. Here's the pass off to the left wing for for Evan Gamoki. Now a lob to Desmond again inside. He puts up the shot off the glass. Good job controlling his body that time. He had to stop after he caught it underneath. Reevaluated where he was and was able to get it off the glass for two. Didn't rush that time. 38-17. Off a screen comes another three for Turk, and he missed that one. No good. Evan Gamoki comes up with a rebound. Top of the key, hands it off to Sam Kick on the weave. Now right wing for Isaac Skemp. Skemp into the corner on the baseline right for Victor Desmond. Now back out to Skemp and left wing for Gamoki. Further left for Sam Kick. Back to Gamoki. Another lob pass inside for Desmond, and a foul called on the floor. Basically the same play they just had. This time Desmond was fouled on a reach-in underneath. 16:36 to go here. You can watch us live on WKTYSports.com/video, the WKTY app, as well as on Around River City on Roku and Apple TV. Here's a traveling violation. Sam Kick tried to do a juke move to get some separation on an attempted three-point shot, and he drugged that pivot foot. Goes back to Altoona, and the Hilltoppers will apply some full-court man-to-man pressure. into the front court. Turk double team there, gets out of it at the midcourt stripe. Now off to the left wing, and now right side. Top of the key, it goes for Glenn Sabani. Sabani all the way to the rim, missed the shot. He was blocked away by Gavin McGrath. Now left wing for Evan Peterson. Peterson puts up the floater in the lane. Evan Peterson knocks it down for two. He's got his second bucket. It's now 38-19. A little bit of a run out of the second half here for the Railroaders. Evan Gamoki, top of the key. Off to Isaac Skemp. Now Sam Kick has it out near the timeline. Back to Gamoki and back to Kick, and left wing for Isaac Skemp. Sam Kick has it between the circles, gets it right wing, quick shot, release on the three-pointer there by Gamoki, and an over-the-back call on Gavin McGrath, trying to reach over the defender who had position down inside, and it's going to go back to Altoona after the offensive foul. Inbounds pass comes in now to Braden Turk. Turk into the front court, has it left side of the floor. Fakes the screen, gets it into the corner instead for three. That one is good. Anthony Gianni for three. He's got five, and a timeout called by Onalaska. 38-22. A big-time run coming out of the halftime locker room. It's a 60-second timeout, rather. 60-second timeout. We'll take it as well. 16-point lead for the Hilltoppers. This is high school playoff basketball on WIZM.
Do you remember the good old days? Wisdom's Brad Williams does. Each weekday morning during the award-winning Yesterday in Lacrosse, it's a look back at the way things were in our community, highlighting significant and trivial events in our city's history. What was the price of bread in 1945? What was playing at the movie theater in 1976? Brad Williams remembers. After all, he's the human Google. So if you want to reminisce or learn more about lacrosse history, don't miss Yesterday in Lacrosse. Each weekday morning at 6:15 and 8:15 on Wisdom, 1410 AM, 92.3 FM.
It's 6:42 p.m. Time for Steve Plotto and his son Dylan to do the dishes. They talk about everything from the yuckiness of girls to the awesomeness of his soccer team. Sometimes they don't talk at all. Then, hey! The dreaded splash fight. It's Dad O'Clock, and it's the best time of the day. Because the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Back here at Onalaska High School, Drew Kelly live with you this evening. 15:29 to go in the contest. Evan Gamoki has it out on the left wing. Now they throw it around to the right wing for Isaac Skemp. Back to Gamoki. Into the corner for Sam Kick. Right side. Now top of the key for Skemp. Now left wing for Evan Gamoki. Back to Kick in the right wing corner. Nice job. Skip pass there. And it's going to be a holding foul from behind. Gavin McGrath got held trying to get that offensive rebound. We'll see who they call it on officially. Looks like it's going to be number 23, Glenn Sabani. His first personal, team's second. Here's the pass inside to Victor Desmond. He puts up the shot. He wanted a foul. Instead, they say he traveled with it. And it goes back to the Railroaders off the turnover. 38-22. So no scoring yet for the Hilltoppers as we reach 3 minutes gone by in this second half. It's Evan Peterson, gets it to the top of the key, now stops there, gets it off to the right wing now for Braden Turk. Turk on NBA range three, missed it off the front end, no good. Victor Desmond gets the rebound. Desmond into the front court, gets it off to Evan Gamoki. Evan Gamoki inside for Desmond. Desmond double team, somehow gets out of there with it, puts up the shot, no good. The tap by McGrath cannot be converted, and the rebound finally comes down to Evan Moss. Moss off to the left side for Evan Peterson. Peterson into the lane, puts up the shot. Just not even fair. Stuffed away by Gavin McGrath. Loose ball on the floor. Ball still loose. Loose again, and a shove there by Onalaska. Had butter on the ball or something. Just nobody could come up with it there for about 7 seconds. Either team. 38-22. The score, 14:24 to go in the contest. Here's the inbounds pass into the corner for Sabani. Sabani right back to the corner for Turk. Turk, top of the key for Evan Peterson. Now left wing for Evan Moss. His three-pointer is short, maybe partially blocked. Goes out of bounds. Braden Turk tried to save it. Unable to do so, and it goes back to the Hilltoppers with a 16-point lead with just over 14 minutes to go in the contest. Evan Gamoki crosses the timeline for the Hilltoppers. Right side for Sam Kick. Kick, top of the key for Nick Odom, now left wing for Gamoki. And Victor Desmond is fouled away from the basketball as he did get the pass. A shove from behind on Glenn Sabani. Sabani picks up his second personal foul and the team's third. Desmond will inbound it underneath the Altoona basket. Marston Salisbury checking in for the Raiders. And now a nice offensive play there as Victor Desmond caught the pass immediately from Sam Kick after he inbounded it. Had a foul called underneath, trying to prevent him from an easy bucket. Somebody lost the inbounds passer there. And Desmond would have had an easy two had he not been fouled from behind. Victor gets it in to the right side for Sam Kick. Now top of the key for Gavin McGrath. Inside for Victor Desmond. He put up the shot. No good, but a foul called. And Victor Desmond, the senior, back to the line for a pair of free throws. He's been there 3 different times here this evening. Looking to get 2 here on this trip. First one is on the way, and it is good. Hit the back iron, but had a friendly soft roll, and it stays in. 39-22, first point of the second half for Onalaska. Second one is on the way, and it is good. Hit every part of the rim and finally dropped. 40-22 the score, 13:56 remaining. It'll be Salisbury who will act as the point guard on this possession. He gets it up to Braden Turk. Turk looking over the defense. Not going to dribble into the double team, and he gets it off now left wing for Evan Moss. Right side for Salisbury. Off to Moss out of the left wing. Drives between the circle. Had it knocked away from behind. Loose ball picked up on a steal by Victor Desmond. Here comes Nick Odom. Off to Evan Gamoki. Inside for Gavin McGrath. Back out to Gamoki. Almost hit the three-pointer. Hit the side of the rim and then almost banked in. That would have been impressive there. 40-22. 13:18 remaining. Pass off to the right side. Too high that time for Evan Moss. The cross-court pass taken or put up by Glenn Sabani that time. Just too high for Evan Moss to handle. And the turnover forces it back to the Hilltoppers. Nick Odom off to the top of the key, and Evan Gamoki now right side for Sam Kick. The weave motion going on. Left wing for Kick. He goes off a screen set by Gamoki. Now right wing for Nick Odom. His three is off the back iron. No good. Rebounded there. And Salisbury picks up the loose ball. Salisbury has it top of the key. Now right wing for Evan Moss. Moss into the corner for Braden Turk. Shot fake. Got it around his defender and put up the three, but it was no good. Weak side rebound pulled down by Victor Desmond. Into the front court now. It is Evan Gamoki. He's got it left side, now off to the left block. It goes for Victor Desmond. Nice passing around the perimeter there as he was double teamed. Nick Odom drives, kicks it left wing. Kick for three. That one's short, no good. Ball tapped around. Last touched by number 33 underneath, Dylan Bauer. And it stays with Onalaska. Bauer saying that McGrath touched it last. Ref was standing right there, though. Inbounds pass goes to Kick. Now top of the key for Gavin McGrath. Sam Kick into the corner. Gets to the line, and he's going to put up the shot. No good, but a foul called, and he'll go to the charity stripe for a pair of free throws. Drove right baseline all the way to the rim that time. Was hit on the back, and his shot was short. But 2 free throws coming up. Gamoki trying to get the third and fourth points of the second half for Onalaska. The first one is up and good for Sam Kick, his first free throw of the evening. He's now got 9 points here this game. And the second one coming up momentarily. And that one is good as well. 2 free throws there by Sam Kick. 42-22 the score. It's a 20-point lead for the Hilltoppers here with 12-12 remaining in the second half. Getting all the way to the rim is number 12, Braden Turk. Swatted out of the air, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sam Kick, who did the swatting. Inbounds pass goes out to the top of the key and out to the left wing for Evan Moss. Back to Braden Turk. Braden Turk guarded there by Sam Kick. Off to the left wing, off a screen comes Salisbury. Now top of the key off for Evan Peterson. Peterson drives into the lane, kicks it in the corner for Turk. Turk still heavily guarded there by Sam Kick, and now nice spin move to the lane as he somehow gets the shot to go. Just threw it up there on a prayer. He was hacked on the play as well by Michael Skemp. Coach Cole said he had his hands straight up in the air. 42-24, so it'll be Braden Turk going to the line for a pair of free throws. His first 2-pointer of the night. 8 points for him. His other 2 have come off 3-pointers. And one opportunity upcoming. That one is good. So Braden Turk now with 9 points here this game. 42-25. Hilltoppers with a 17-point lead under 12 minutes to go in the contest. Nick Odom off to Evan Gamoki out of the right side. Now between the circles is Michael Skemp. Back out to Nick Odom, wide open for 3. Left side, missed it short, no good. Weak side rebound pulled down by Evan Peterson. Into the front court. It is Turk again. Braden Turk had it blocked on the shot from the left wing. Goes out of bounds. Unable to save it is Onalaska, so it goes back to Altoona. So they're trying to cut it into this 17-point deficit. Inbounds pass goes into Anthony Gianni. On top of the key off to number 10. That is Evan Moss, but it was stolen away. Nick Odom got his hands on the passing lane, takes it the other way, and kisses it off the glass for 2. Nick Odom with his first 2-pointer of the evening. He's now got 8. 44-25 the score. Salisbury between a double team at the midcourt stripe. Off to the right side. And now into the corner for Salisbury. It was partially blocked. And ends up in the hands of Michael Skemp. Up ahead to Sam Kick. Kick right wing. Gets it right block for Gavin McGrath. Nice spin move to the baseline. He missed his first one. Missed his second one. Missed his third one. Fourth one. Will not go, but a foul called. And Gavin McGrath, who just pads his stats there for a 5 or 6 second span, picks up 3 rebounds and a chance to score 2 points here inside with 10:48 to go in the contest. First one on the way, and it's up and good. McGrath now with 7 on the evening. Has a chance for one more here. Back to a 20-point advantage for the Hilltoppers. Second one by Gavin is no good. Missed it short. Rebounded underneath by Evan Peterson. Braden Turk goes behind his back, has it top of the key. Now backs up, has it right side. A little bit left to Salisbury. Salisbury still out on the right wing window though. Gets through a double team. Has it right side still. Into the corner it goes for Braden Turk. Now off to Jabant. Into the right side for Evan Peterson. His shot right of the lane is no good. Ball loose on the floor. Finally taken by Onalaska. Up the head. Here comes Skemp. Into the corner opposite way for Nick Odom. Right side, and he cans it in the short corner for 3. Another 3-pointer there by Nick Odom, his 3rd of the evening. He's now into double figures with 11. 48-25. Nice drive. Baseline there. 9:55 to go. But a block shot by guess who? Gavin McGrath, the 6'11" senior. And a timeout called by the Hilltoppers. 9:50 to go here in the contest. Actually, we're going to get a substitution. Sam Kick is going to check out momentarily. And Quentin Mack checks in for the Hilltoppers. Mack out of the left wing, goes around a screen. Traveling violation. Mack got a little bit antsy there as he went around the screen looking for an easy shot. And it goes back to Altoona here with 9:43 to go in the second half. Salisbury to inbound the pass here for Altoona. He gets it in to Braden Turk. Turk into the front court now for the Railroaders. Off to the right side, it goes for Salisbury. Salisbury trying to find Turk. He lost control of the basketball, gets it back, has it now top of the key. Tries to lob it inside. Now into the corner. 3-pointer put up by Sabani. That one is no good. Hits the side of the rim, and it's it's a jumping competition now. Finally, Quentin Mack comes up with it as it was stuck between the backboard and the side of the rim. At some point, when do you grab the broom? After 3 missed tries, 4 missed tries, 9:16 to go. Tyler Woodward says after 3 missed tries. I agree. You get 3 chances after that. All right, what are we doing here? Pass it to the corner for 3. Nick Odom got it again. Opposite corner this time into the left corner. He likes the right corner this time. He says, it doesn't matter where I am. Just get it to me in the corner. Good enough for me. It's now 51-25, 8:54 to go. Salisbury out of the right side, left wing, driving is number 23, Glenn Sabani. Off the glass that time as Braden Turk couldn't get it to go. Too strong there. Into the opposite corner, right side now. It's Nick Odom. Odom again for three. Off the back iron, no good. Weak side rebound, though, by Michael Skemp. Off to Isaac Skemp. Isaac Skemp, left corner, gets it back out to the perimeter. Out for Quentin Mack. Inside, Michael Skemp puts up the shot. No good. He thought he was fouled. Rebound comes down to Salisbury. Salisbury has it right wing in the front court for the Railroaders, and now into the corner it goes for Braden Turk. Turk backs down Quentin Mack, gets into the lane. Nice job putting up the shot over the taller defenders, and it's no good, but a foul called, and he'll go to the line for repair. 51-25, 8:09 to go here in the contest. 2 free throws upcoming momentarily here. Braden Turk got his first one there. 2 free throws, 2 3-pointers, 1 2-pointer so far for the senior guard. Leading scorer on the team for this Railroaders basketball team. Second one is no good. Rimmed in and out. Rebounded by Victor Desmond underneath. 25-point advantage here for the Hilltoppers, trying to get to the sectional final for the first time in several years. Pass off to the left wing for Nick Odom. Back to Quentin Mack now between the circles. Good passing, keeping the zone of Altoona moving. Quentin Mack has it top of the key. Left wing, it goes for Nick Odom. Back to Mack. Mack attacks the lane and now lobs it into Victor Desmond. He put up a shot right at the rim. He was blocked, but a foul called underneath on Altoona. And it'll be 2 more free throws coming up for the senior. Been at the free throw line quite a bit here tonight. He's only made 1, though. First free throw there by Victor Desmond, up and good. Now got his second free throw of the night. 52-26, 7:43 to go in the contest. And the second one, no good, missed it short. And here comes Braden Turk into the front court. Turk has it top of the key. And right elbow goes to Evan Moss. Inside, it's Moss who is able to get position underneath. Victor Desmond was trailing him, tried to hack at the basketball for the block, and he will get a blocking foul called on him. Evan Moss with a chance at a 3-point play opportunity. His first 2 points of the evening. 52-28 the score. Second one is off the back iron, no good. Ball is taken by Michael Skemp on the rebound inside. Up ahead to Isaac Skemp. Back to Mack. Quentin Mack has it top of the key. Off to the left wing for Nick Odom. Now between the circles is Victor Desmond. Mack has it right side now for Isaac Skemp. Into the corner for Michael Skemp. Now they throw it back to the top of the key for Nick Odom. Cross-court pass, right side, 3-pointer put up by Isaac Skemp, and he's going to can it from the right wing, his third 3-pointer of the evening. 55-28 the score, 6:55 remaining in the contest. Here's the pass off to Evan Moss. Moss will attack the rim, puts up the shot in the lane, missed it, no good. Tough with 2 defenders on him. Here comes Michael Skemp up to Nick Odom. Odom goes to the opposite end of the floor. Left wing 3 on the way for Skemp. He missed it, no good. Rebound, it comes down to Evan Moss. Moss into the front court for the Railroaders. Into the corner now. 3-pointer put up, and that's good. 3-pointer put up and canned by Anthony Gianni. He now has his second 3-pointer of the evening. He's now got 8. It's 55-31. We've got a timeout on the floor by Altoona. 6.5 to go in the game. We'll take 60 as well. This is high school playoff basketball right here on WIZM.
Contact the Family and Children's Center to help you or a loved one struggling with mental health needs.
Midwest Family Entertainment.
Congrats, you're engaged. I'm Brittany Stiles, the manager of Midwest Family Entertainment, and I would love the chance to sit down with you, find out what you want for your special day, and share with you the overall experience of what you receive with Midwest Family Entertainment as part of your wedding team. I'm here to help make things go as smoothly as possible for you, from your ceremony to cocktail and dinner, dancing, and even more. If you like personal attention, this is where you need to be.
MidwestFamilyEntertainment.com.
Lacrosse Talk, weekday morning, 6 until 9 on WIZM, and tomorrow, Friday. So Heather Gillis from RSVP might be the last time we get a chance to talk. I'll have to ask her about those rumors. We'll spend some time with Elaine Parker from Job Creators Network. The $15 minimum wage. What has it done for cities around the country, states around the country, and what would it do if the president implements it nationwide? Speaking of money, $140 in the news quiz jackpot. That's all tomorrow. Join us.
Back here at Onalaska High School, Drew Kelly live with you this evening. 55-31 the score. Here's the pass up ahead to Victor Desmond. Desmond has it right side of the floor. Now top of the key, and a foul called as Isaac Skemp did a nice job to hang on to the basketball. Trying to get the steal that time was number 12, Braden Turk. And it'll be into the still 1-1. One more foul. We got a double bonus here for the Hilltoppers as they lead by 24. 6:20 remaining in the contest. 1-1 for Skemp. His first three fell off the back iron. No good. Rebound. It comes down to Anthony Gianni. Up ahead now. Right side for Braden Turk. He gets double teamed on the right side, and a reach-in foul going to get called on Onalaska. Too aggressive defensively. I think they're going to get Quentin Mack. It's his second personal foul, team's sixth. And the inbounds pass goes out to the top of the key to Evan Moss. Now off to the left side for Anthony Gianni. Right side, it's Braden Turk. Shot fake, gets around his defender. Puts up the floater in the lane, short, no good. And the rebound comes down to Skemp. Michael Skemp into the front court. Now left side for Quentin Mack. Mack off to the right side for Skemp. Back to Quentin Mack. Trying to attack this 2-3 zone. They've been effective of it up until this point. No reason to think they can't be the last 5:40 in the second half as well. Right side for Isaac Skemp. Top of the key for Quentin Mack. Mack triples to the right side. Now left. Angling left. Just a little bit of a four-corner stall offense here. Attack when you need to, attack when you see it. But play smart basketball. Do not give up anything easy on the other end. And a foul called on the Railroaders as finally Victor Desmond attacks and draws the foul underneath. Third personal foul called on Evan Moss. It'll be 2 free throws coming up for the senior from Onalaska. First one's on the way, and it's up and good. Victor Desmond now with 9 points, trying to get a double figures if he can make this one. Second one is on the way, and it is no good. Missed it. Hit every part of the rim and did not fall. Braden Turk takes an NBA range bomb, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net. Just when you think they're completely out of it, the Railroaders decide to pull out magic rabbit out of their hat. And an NBA range Steph Curry three makes it 56-34. Still in control is Onalaska. We're going to keep it here at a 30-second timeout on the floor. Hilltoppers 16-0. Looking to go to the sectional final to take on the winner of Medford and Rice Lake. Should Onalaska hold on, that game will be right here at John Shelton Court at 2 p.m. As Onalaska, with several seniors on the roster, Victor Desmond, Sam Kick, Gavin McGrath, Albert Romero, who comes off the bench. They've got some guys coming back, but this is a big-time class that's leading this team, and they want to make sure they get every bit of energy and success out of that group before they have to end the season here this year. So Evan Gamoki in the backcourt for the Hilltoppers. He's going to get into the front court. Loses control of the basketball. Loose ball. It's going to be picked up by Evan Moss, and he gets it off to his teammate, and that's Gianni. Anthony Gianni will slow things up. Hands it off to Salisbury. Top of the key for Braden Turk. Turk will get fouled there by Michael Skemp, rather. Michael Skemp picks up the personal as he was bumped, essentially by Braden Turk, who ran into him, but just did not have position. 1-on-1 opportunity here for Braden Turk. First one is on the way, and it is good. So now this second, make it his third free throw. He's got 2 3-pointers as well in this game. Couple of substitutions for Onalaska. Skemp will come out. Gavin McGrath and Sam Kick will check back in. We saw him leave with an injury earlier. Good to see him doing well. 2 free throws there for Braden Turk, and it's back to a 20-point lead. Here comes Evan Gamoki, through a double team and a foul called as he was hit in the head. Or do they get a timeout? They're looking at the bench saying, did you call a timeout or do you want the foul? Which one? The whistle, it looked like maybe one of the assistant coaches were going to call a timeout there along the sideline. They're pleading their case. A whistle here. Well, if it's a foul, it's 2 shots. So if they called inadvertent whistle, I guess, maybe. So they're not going to give either a timeout or a foul. They're just going to say play on. Inbounds pass goes to Sam Kick. Kick will cross the timeline. He's got it top of the key. Hands it off to Nick Odom. Has it knocked out of his hands. Retrieves it in the backcourt. Now takes it back across the timeline. Sam Kick out of the right wing. Drives towards the free throw line. And a foul called on the perimeter here as Braden Turk again will get called for the reach-in. 4:23 to go. 2 more free throws coming up for the senior from Onalaska. He's got 10 on the night, make it 11 as he knocks down a free throw there. He'll get one more opportunity here. 57-36 the score, 4:23 to go in the contest. And the second one is good as well. Sam Kick, perfect from the line there. 58-36. Here comes Braden Turk. Into the corner it goes for number 24 this time. Reese Berg, who just checked in. Now Salisbury out on the top of the key for the Railroaders. Railroaders basketball off to the left wing. Goes to Evan Moss. Moss tries to get it inside to Turk. Finally does get it after it was partially deflected by the Hilltoppers. Turk cross-court pass to Moss. Moss drives, finds Salisbury out of the key. And top corner three-pointer. No good that time by Glenn Sabani. He had a three-pointer forcing a timeout by Onalaska earlier this half. Not going to go that time. The rebound comes down to the Hilltoppers. Sam Kick out on the top of the key. Dribbles to the right side. And now out near the timeline is Evan Gamoki. Left side it goes for Nick Odom. And now lobbing it up on the attempted alley-oop that time. Gavin McGrath from Sam Kick. Had a foul called from behind. McGrath ran into Reese Berg that time. It'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity. Coach Cole wanted a foul on that alley-oop attempt, thinking Gavin McGrath got hit on the wrist. They did not call it. 1-and-1 chance here for Berg as the first one goes in. Nobody reacted. Had he missed, it would have been a live ball. Apparently, Reese Berg's free throw shooting is well known around the state. Second one is no good, announcers jinx on cue. 58-37 the score, 3:13 to go. Here's a dunk on the other end by Victor Desmond. McGrath couldn't get it. Desmond says, I've got you, big fella. Victor Desmond with another bucket by him. Here is Braden Turk splitting the double team, putting up the floater in the lane. Didn't go. Desmond with a rebound. He gets it off to Sam Kick. Kick will slow things up here with under 3 minutes to go. Has it at the timeline, and now he attacks, splits the double team, gets it off to the right side for Evan Gamoki. Now it goes to Nick Odom. Odom out on the left wing, drives, lobs it up to Desmond again. A beautiful pass and a beautiful finish. Victor Desmond, his second alley-oop dunk. And it's 62-37, 2:27 to go here in the contest. Shot fakes. Here's a corner three this time, put up by number 22, that was Anthony Gianni. It was no good. And the rebound comes down to Onalaska. Nick Odom out near the timeline with it. And Salisbury is going to get called for the reach-in foul. 2:12 to go. It'll be Odom to the free throw line for a pair here, as some substitutions get set to check in for the Hilltoppers for the first time this evening. First one is on the way, and it is off the back iron. No good. We'll get one more opportunity here. Substitutions here for the Hilltoppers. Albert Romero in there. So too is Ben Foss. Aiden Larson checks into the game. Number 12, Brock Herseg checks into the game. Substitutions as well for the Railroaders. Salisbury will check out. Come again. Seems to be a fan favorite. Nick Engen, 5'10 senior. Good to get those players in the game for their final moments of their careers. Here is Engen, top of the key off the right side. Goes to Evan Moss. Moss drives into the corner, kicks it to Engen, left side. Now to Turk. Turk, nice job on the baseline, gets it to Engen. His shot is no good. The fans would have gone wild there on the other side of the gym. Here's Turk again. 1-footer that time, almost went for him. Now ball loose on the floor, taken by Albert Romero on the rebound. 1:40 to go here in the contest. Into the corner it goes, and a three-pointer put up, and no good off the back iron that time by Max Breling. And the rebound comes down to Braden Turk. Right side, now into the corner for the Railroaders. For three, it is Anthony Gianni. And Anthony Gianni will pad his stat total. 3 3-pointers for him now on the other end. Nice job cherry picking on the other end. Aiden Larson able to get the shot to go. He's got 2, his first 2 of the night. 65-40. Another NBA range 3. This one no good. Ball loose on the floor off of Albert Romero, and it goes to the Railroaders, which is a fantastic name. Fantastic name. Not as quite as good as the Hilltoppers, but you don't give me Railroader mascots. I'd like to see a Railroader mascot, what it looks like. 1 tick, 1/10 of a second, under a minute to go. More substitutions coming in. Braden Turk will check out. Turk will check out. Raekwon Cole checks in for him. Some emotional players on that Altoona sideline. Meanwhile, Onalaska, they're chilled, man. Onalaska's bench is just chilling out, knowing they've got another game coming up tomorrow. Here's the inbounds pass on the other end. Number 32. It is Riley Wiggins. Into the corner it goes for CJ Varsho. Driving left of the lane is Andy Schmidt. He throws it away. It's going to be Albert Romero the other way with it. Get out of his way. He's dribbling into the lane, putting up the shot. No good, but a foul called, and he'll go to the line for a pair. I'm just imagining him in football pads because that's how we announced him for 3 or 4 games, and just destroying people in his wake, and just seeing him run down the floor, dribbling the basketball is a little frightening, and I'm up in the press box. First free throw's up and good. 66-40 as Romero picks up his first point of the evening. Romero with one more here. Second one, he's good. Albert Romero with 2 points. Both free throws there on that trip. 27-point lead here for the Hilltoppers. Driving into the lane and getting bumped that time is Savondre Cole. And Cole will shoot a pair, I believe, as that's going to be into the double bonus for the Hilltoppers, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 1-and-1s for one more shot. That one's no good. Albert Romero comes up with a personal foul. Romero gets the rebound and now has it stolen away. Cole, up to Cole on the other end, who just had the free throw. He's putting up the wild shot in the lane. And Jitterbug flies into the front court. A little bit out of control there, but he does get the foul on Onalaska, so it'll go 2 shots to the line for Zavondre Cole again. This one, it's 2 shots. Foul was in the act of shooting. First free throw's up, no good. Second one upcoming momentarily. 21.2 seconds to go. You think Coach Cole would just walk this clock out if they're able to get the rebound here. And the free throw is up and good for Zavondre Cole. Zavondre Cole gets into the scorebook. 67-41. Onalaska in. Here's a shot underneath. Number 30, that's Cordell Ratty. He missed the shot down inside. Here is a strip on the other end and a foul called on Onalaska. Coming to the free throw line is Connor Lewis. 6.4 seconds to go. And quick game, just 8:18 p.m. Appreciate everybody tuning in and being with us here on WKTY and WIZM Radio, WKTYSports.com/video, the WKTY app, and around River City on Roku and Apple TV. First free throw by Lewis was up and good. And the second one is no good. Missed it. Albert Romero comes up with a rebound. He's got 3 rebounds so far in this game. Up ahead goes to Michael Herseg, and that's going to do it. The Onalaska Hilltoppers will advance to the sectional championship game coming up on Saturday afternoon. Tip-off at 2. Opponent to be determined. Going to take a 3-minute break. We'll be back to wrap things up after this. You're listening to high school playoff basketball right here on WIZN.
You know, there's never been, Barry Farber, a country that has accumulated more power, abused it less than the United States of America. Never been a country in the history of man that has accumulated more power and used it for the advancement of the human condition more than the United States. You know, we don't ask, we don't conquer, we don't take lands that at the most we might ask for a plot to bury our dead.
Sean Hannity, weekdays at 2 on News Talk 1410 AM, 92.3 FM, WIZM.
Get the latest news updates each day when you become a WIZM Insider. You'll get the latest from WIZM News delivered to your inbox each morning. It's the latest local news right in the palm of your hand. And it's absolutely free. Just log on to the WIZM website, WIZMnews.com today, and get signed up to become a WIZM Insider. Then each day, you'll be the first to get the latest news from WIZMnews.com. You'll never miss a thing. And you'll find out about special WIZM events. Get registered today and get the news you need when you need it.
Midwest Family Entertainment.
I'm Brittany Stiles, the manager of Midwest Family Entertainment, and I would love the chance to chat with you about your big day. We want to be there for it, all of it. A lot of the process is pre-planning to be sure everything goes as smoothly as possible, and that's where I come in. We'll work together closely to make sure you get everything you want for your dance, dinner, music, ceremony, whatever you envision. Let's make it happen. Visit our website and click on reservations to connect with me.
MidwestFamilyEntertainment.com.
On the Crosstalk on WIZM, I'm Mike Hayes. Our People Poll segment, which we will share with Radio Graffiti at 7:20. Are you happy with the Biden changes so far? That was the easiest way for me to ask, what has the Biden-Harris team done for you that you're really happy about? So you can go to the website and vote yes or no. Are you happy? Yes or no. Or maybe more fun would be to call. You'll have to call early because you know how popular Radio Graffiti is. 785-7914, 720. On the Crosstalk, let's talk.
At Onalaska High School. Drew Kelly live with you this evening. Final in this one tonight, 67-42. The Hilltoppers get the victory over the visiting Altoona Railroaders. Taking a look at the final scoring numbers for the Hilltoppers. Up to 2 points for Aiden Larson. He got that in the later stages of the second half. 11 points for Victor Desmond. 3 points for Evan Yamoki. 12 points for Sam Kick. 2 points for Michael Skemp. 7 points for Gavin McGrath. 14 points for Nick Odom. A couple of points for Albert Romero as well, a couple of free throws, and Isaac Skemp comes away with 9 points. As for the Railroaders, a point for Zavondre Cole, 2 points for Evan Moss, 15 points for Braden Turk, 4 points for Evan Peterson, Anthony Gianni with 11 points, and 2 points for Glenn Savani and a point for Reese Berg. That's going to do it here for our coverage of playoff basketball on WKTY for the time being. We will still have radio coverage of the girls' state tournament, and that will be coming up tomorrow for the Aquinas girls basketball team, and Saturday for Onalaska will be there, both games and all games, depending on how the results of those first games turn out for those respective clubs. Boys basketball, we hope Onalaska is able to make it into the state tournament. Same goes with Aquinas, and who knows what kind of matchups we'll have locally. And we're hoping it's at the lacrosse center, because that would be extremely convenient, although they have not announced the pairings or the divisions for which site. So we'll wait and see on that like everybody else. I want to thank Tyler Woodward all season long for the videography. Thanks to Grant Bills keeping us on the air. And I will talk to you again tomorrow on WKTY. We've got Aquinas basketball at 10:45, pregame at 10:35. Until then, I'm Drew Kelly saying so long from Onalaska. Onalaska is sectional final bound. You've been listening to high school playoff basketball on WIZM. Good night.
Lacrosse's source for news and information. WIZM is